Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In today's class, we are going to look at noun. Why is it important to know about noun? We all know that English is a global lingua franca. And to improve our foundation, our basics of the language, it's important to know the language from the very basics. For learning it from the very basics, it's very important to know about noun and parts of speech. And for noun, what is noun? Anything which we can see or which we even can't see is a noun. For example, this building, this pen, these tables, this board, our emotions, our feelings, our expressions, our thought, ideas, everything is a noun. Whatever you can name is a noun. So let's look at the proper definition of noun. A noun is a word that refers to a person, place, thing, event, substances, idea, or quality. So these three are concrete noun and these three are abstract nouns. Substances, you can't see them with your eyes or you can't perceive them with your sensory organs. Ideas, quality, so things which we can see, जिसे हम देख सकते हैं, और things which we can't see, जिसे हम नहीं देख सकते हैं, उनको भी नाउन बोला जाता है. जिस चीज का भी आप नाम दे सकते हो उसको नाउन बोलते हैं. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल थॉमस, डॉक्टर, कोल, ब्यूटी, all these are nouns. Now let's move on to proper noun. So what is proper noun? Noun is divided into 6 categories and first is proper noun. So what is proper noun? Can anybody tell me what is proper noun? Yes? Can you tell me what is proper noun? No? Can you tell me what is proper noun? No? So anything in this world which can have a name is a proper noun. For example, my name is Vandana. So this Vandana is a proper noun. Your name is Ashutosh. So this Ashutosh is a proper noun. I am a person, but I have a name. This pen is a thing, but does it have a name? No, it doesn't have a name. Anything which you can name is proper noun. A type of noun that names a particular person, place, or object. And what is speciality about proper noun is that we always write those proper nouns with capital letters. When a sentence starts, we of course write those words with capital letter, but even in the middle of a sentence, अगर सेंटेंस के बीच में भी अगर प्रॉपर नाउन आता है तो उसमें भी वो वहां पर भी कैपिटलाइज होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, राम, Victor, Julia. If these words appear even in the middle of a sentence, sorry, then also these words will be capitalized. You won't write them in lowercase, okay? Generally, we don't use article before proper nouns. We can't say a noun, a ram, the ram, or an ram. No article, neither definite or indefinite. A and B, कोई भी article use नहीं होता proper noun के साथ. There are few exceptions. We will look at those exceptions after this slide. But as of now, we don't use any article with proper noun. Second is A proper noun cannot be used in plural form. You can't make it plural. You can't say rams, vandanas. I'm not talking about possessive is, but in sense of for making plural. आप इसका plural नहीं बना सकते. ठीक है? Third is to make a proper noun possessive, we add apostrophe s. Since we can't make it plural, we will make it possessive by just adding apostrophe s. Okay? So first thing was we don't use article. We always use capitalized. We use proper noun in capital letters. First thing. Second thing, we don't use articles. So there are few exceptions, as I already told you. As I already mentioned that there are few exceptions. Generally, we don't use articles, but there are few country names with which we use the article the. For example, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, the Netherlands, the Maldives. So can anybody tell me why do we use the before these proper nouns? Can anybody tell me why we use the with country names? Can you tell me why we use the with country names? Why don't we say the India? Do we say the India? Do we say the Sri Lanka? But do we say the USA? Do we say the UK? Why do we say this? कोई बता सकता है? We use the with those country names जिनके नाम में plural आता है, like states, like Netherlands, like Philippines, या वो country names जो कि एक group है countries, states और islands का. For example, United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a group of how many countries? Can you tell me how many countries are there in UK? Can you tell me how many countries are there in UK? So UK is a group of 4 countries. Okay, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Okay, so since it's a group of 4 countries, we use article the. United States of America, it's a group of 50 states, so we use the. So wherever there is plural in the name of countries, or these represent a group of countries, states or island, in those countries, with the name of those countries, we use the article the, definite article the. Is it okay? Is it clear? Any doubts? Okay. There are 2 points. Second point is countries which include the name kingdom, republic and emirates. उनके साथ भी हम the definite article use करते हैं उन countries के साथ भी. For example, the United Kingdom, the Czech Republic, the People's Republic of China, the United Arab Emirates, etc. So is it clear why do we use the with some country names and why don't we use the with another country names? Any doubts? No. So can anybody tell me which of the following country names correctly takes the definite article the? India, France, United Kingdom and Japan. What's the answer? C? Yes. C, United Kingdom, because United Kingdom is a group of 4 countries. And second question is, which sentence is grammatically correct? Netherlands is famous for its canal and tulips. The Netherlands is famous for its canals and tulips. The Netherlands are famous for its canal and tulips. Netherlands are famous for their canals and tulips. Which one is correct? B? Yes, B is the right answer. So there are other cases in which we use proper noun. We use the with proper noun. Generally, we don't use the with proper noun or any other article, but there are some cases apart from countries. There are few more examples with which we use the. So what are these examples? First, with rivers, seas, and oceans, we use the, but with lakes, we don't use the. The Ganges, the Nile, the Mississippi, the Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea. With Himalayan ranges, we use the Himalayas, but not with individual mountain. Mount Everest, you won't use the with Mount Everest because Mount Everest is an individual mountain. But Himalayas is an entire range of mountains. With range, we will use the, but with individual mountain, we won't use the. Okay, is it clear? With desert, we use article the. With group of islands, archipelagos, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the West Indies, but with individual islands, we won't use the. For example, Sri Lanka. With Sri Lanka, we won't use the because it's an individual island. With direction and geographical regions, not a simple compass direction. Okay. With directions and geographical regions, we use the, but not with a simple compass direction. What is simple compass direction? India is in the east of Pakistan. So when we will show the compass direction, we won't use the, but when we use geographical region, the Middle East is a geographical region, then we will use the. Next is with culture and institutions, with famous buildings and monuments. For example, the Taj Mahal. Okay. But buildings after people or places name, which usually we don't use the Buckingham Palace, Oxford University, Harvard University. We won't use the newspaper, the Times of India, the Hindu, the Indian Express, museum, galleries, theatre and hotel. We use the National Gallery, historical periods and events, the Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, famous organizations and institutions, the United Nations, the World Health Organization. So next we are moving on to common noun. What is common noun? Can anybody tell me what is common noun? So this is a pen. If मैं किसी से बोलती हूँ कि मुझे एक पेन दे दो, will you be able to identify a particular pen by just pen बोलने से? नहीं, because this is a common noun. It doesn't have a noun. It doesn't have a name. It's not a proper noun. It's a common noun, which cannot be named, is common noun, which represents a group of things generalized in a generalized way, is common noun. For example, a noun that is the name of a group of similar things such as table, book, and not of a single person, place, or thing. For example, teacher, river, table. See here, dog is a common noun, but if you अगर आपने उस कुत्ते आपका पेट है कोई डॉग, उस पेट को आपने अगर नाम दे दिया टॉमी, तो वो पेट वो नेम हो जाएगा प्रॉपर नाउन. बट आपका जो डॉग है इन जनरल वो एक कॉमन जेनरिक ब्रीड को शो करता है, दैट इज कॉमन नाउन. गर्ल इज अ कॉमन नाउन, बट नेम, हर नेम एमिली, दैट इज अ प्रॉपर नाउन. बॉय इज अ कॉमन नाउन, but his name Jack is a proper noun. Country is a common noun, but India, when you'll say that I am from India, then that will become a proper noun. Similarly, now let's move on to next, concrete noun and abstract noun. So concrete noun, what is concrete noun? Whatever we can see or perceive with our senses is concrete noun. For example, this pen, this human body, this board, tables, books, all these things are concrete noun, which you can see or perceive with your senses. A noun that refers to a real physical object. Lampshade, books, pen, table, chair. And what is abstract noun? Whatever you can't perceive with your senses, sensory organs. You can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it. That is abstract noun. For example, beauty, kindness, your emotions, feelings, happiness, sad. If you are sad, then sad is abstract noun. If you are dejected, if you are very benevolent and honesty, happiness, liberty, all these are abstract nouns. Then coming to collective noun and material noun. What is collective noun? A noun that describes a group of things or people as a unit. Family, flock are examples of collective noun. अगर कुछ गायों का झुंड है, कैटल है, तो उस पूरे ग्रुप को कलेक्टिव नाउन बोलते हैं. एंड व्हाट इज मटेरियल नाउन? मटेरियल नाउन जिससे आपका जो ये जैसे कपड़े हैं, वो कपड़े किससे बने होते हैं? कॉटन से बने होते हैं. कैन यू सी दैट कॉटन? नो, यू कांट सी दैट कॉटन, बट दैट cloth is made of that cotton. So the name of a specific substance, raw material or physical element that other things are made from. For example, wool, metal, wood. These are material nouns. So how to make the possessive of plural nouns? So for general rule is, for making the possessive of any noun, what we generally do is that we simply add apostrophe s with the name of the noun. वो कैसे लाना है पेन वाला? ये अच्छा, हाँ, मेरा स्लाइड कहाँ है? अच्छा, क्या? What is the general rule for making possessive? We add just apostrophe s. Apostrophe s. For example, pens. Then this is singular noun, pen is singular noun. And for making possessive of singular noun, we simply add an apostrophe s. But what about making possessive of plural nouns? And that is a very tricky thing to understand. For making possessive of plural nouns, like boys, boys hostel. So how would you write? We will simply add apostrophe after s. We won't add boys, we won't make first plural, then add apostrophe s. This is incorrect. What we will do? We will simply add boys hostel, girls hostel. We will simply add apostrophe after plural. We won't add
What is possessive?
possessive. Anything which shows possession. आपके पास, for example, let me show you an example. For example, note का, for example, what is possessive? Possessive is shows possession of anything. Ram has a cow. You can say Ram's cow. Okay? Sita has a Sita's chair. So this shows possession. This shows possession. This chair belongs to Sita. This cow belongs to Ram. Okay? So when noun is singular, it's very easy to make it possessive. We simply add apostrophe s. But when noun is plural, we won't make it possessive by adding apostrophe s. What we will do? We will just add apostrophe. What we will do? We will just add apostrophe after plural noun. Okay? Boys, girls, politicians. Okay? Boys, hostel. Girls, hostel. Politicians, trick, mockery, whatever. So we will simply add apostrophe. Is it clear? Is it clear? So to make a possessive, to make a noun possessive, we add apostrophe s after it. Anu's, Kamla's, my uncle's car. But for plural nouns that already end in s or es, we simply add an apostrophe after the plural noun. Is it okay? Boys team, girls day out. Choose the correct possessive form. The uniform, the dash uniform were kept in the locker room. Players, 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 players. You have to show plural and then possessive. So what is the right way to write it? Can you tell me? C. Yes, C is the right answer. Which, second question is, which statement is grammatically correct? The children's toys were scattered across the room. The children's toys were scattered across the room. Here, children's, they have made plural. First they have made plural, then they have added apostrophe. Is it okay? Tell me. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is this expression okay? Spelling okay? Why? Why isn't okay? Why isn't this correct? This is not correct because children in itself is plural. This is child is singular. Children is plural. This is irregular plural. Okay? So children is already plural. So for making it possessive, we will add apostrophe s. It doesn't end in s or es. That rule is valid only for those words which end in s or es. Okay? Boys. Its plural is ending in s. But here, this is irregular plural. It does not end in s. So we'll just add apostrophe s. Here, this is correct. The answer is B. Is it clear? Peculiar cases of plural nouns. There are many ways to form plural nouns from singular nouns. There are 4 rules for making plural nouns. First, if this is one pen, and now I have 2 pens. So how did I make it? Pen, 2 pens. I simply added s. Okay? So there are certain rules for making plural of a singular noun. First is we add s. Second is we add es. Where do we add es? कहाँ es लगाते हैं? हम es उन words में लगाते हैं words ending with ch, sh, x. With these words we use es for making singular noun to plural noun. For example, bench, benches. Here I added es. Here I had added s. So one rule is we add s. Second rule is we add es. Then your noun will become plural. Third rule is we add ies to nouns ending in y. We remove y and add ies. For example, baby. And if there are many babies, what would you do? You will remove this y and add ies. Babies. Okay? Is it clear? Babies. Okay? Cities, countries, stories, parties, ladies, hobbies, dictionaries, universities. So fourth rule is adding VES to words ending in F and EF. So fourth rule is what we do is we add VES to words ending in F and EF. We remove F and EF and add VES. For example, if there is knife, a chef can have many knives. Okay? If he has one knife, then we will write he has one knife. If he has many knives, we will remove this FE and I add IVE, knives. KNIVE, knife. VES, KNIVES. Knives, lives, wives, leaves, wolves, caves, etc. Common exceptions here in this case. These cases we don't remove F. We simply add S. So exceptions are roofs, chiefs, beliefs, proofs, cliffs and safes. In these cases, we have not added VES and simply added S. So, nouns that look plural but are singular. These nouns add in S but take a singular verb. For example, news. News is singular. You can't say I read two news. You will have to say I read 2 pieces of news. because news is always singular. The news, you can't say the news are scary or petrifying. You will say the news is scary. Today's news is very scary. You can't say today's news are very scary. Today's news is very scary. This is incorrect. News is always singular. Mathematics in the same way. Similarly, economics, police and cattle, these are singular. You will always use singular verb with all these nouns. Although this might look like plural, but these are singular, so always use singular, auxiliary or helping verb or main verb, okay? So, common irregular plurals. Generally, what we do, as we saw that we use plural by adding these rules, but there are few nouns which cannot be made plural by adding s or es or by adding ves or by adding ies, okay? So, what is the plural of man? Plural of man is men. Plural of woman is women, and its pronunciation is women, not woman, okay? Child is children, tooth is teeth, foot, feet, mouse, mice, ox, oxen. Similarly, goose, louse, lice, person, people, dice, penny, pence, pennies is a British currency, cactus, cacti, fungus, fungi, okay? So these are very important. So I'll advise you to memorize this with regular practice. So just try to practice again and again so that you can memorize it. Similarly, these are other irregular plurals. I'll hand out the PDF to all of you after class. Okay. These are irregular plurals. Noun with the same singular and plural. There are few nouns which are same, either they are singular or plural. So, for example, sheep. Singular of sheep is sheep, and singular of plural of sheep is also sheep. In singular and plural, both are same. Deer, deer. Fish, fish. You can't make it plural by adding es or something. That will be incorrect. They are same in singular and plural. Sheep is, sheep are. Both are correct. Okay, depending on the context. What is your context? What is your intended meaning? So depending on that, you can use is or are. Similarly, there are plural only nouns. These will always be plural. You can't use them without their s. If you use them without s, then that will become incorrect. You can't say Jean or Caesar. You can't say Caesar. You can't say trouser. That will be incorrect. It will always be trousers. It will always be Caesars. And auxiliary verb or main verb with it will always be in plural form. Okay? Caesars are, trousers are. It's not, the Caesar is very sharp. Caesars are very sharp. Trousers are worn out. Trousers are new. My trousers are new. It's not, you can't say my trouser is new. Okay? So, you will always, with these nouns, you will always use s. You can't use them without s. And verb with them will always be plural. Okay? Proceedings are, belongings were, clothes are, stairs are, jeans are, trousers are. If you would have used is instead of are, it would become incorrect. Is it clear? So today we are going to wrap up our class here at this plural only nouns. In next class, I'll teach rest of the nouns, in which plural only nouns are there. We will do exercise on the plural only nouns and countable and uncountable nouns. We will look at countable and uncountable nouns in the next class. For today, just go back to the recording and keep practicing to whatever I have taught in today's class, and I'll see you all in next class with countable and uncountable noun. Till then, keep practicing.